Hey everyone, Carlo back. Here's a quick little video of two helmets that I have. Not many videos out there of these helmets, so I decided to make them now and to give you my quick summary or quick synopsis of what these are. So this one is the Icon Airmada Doodle, released in 2016, and I got it in 2017 and I've had it since. Obviously, it's older helmet, but very rare. You don't see these on the road too much. And this one is the Icon Airflite Synthwave, released in 2019, so it's fairly new. And I got this a couple months ago. Icon Airmada Doodle. So the moment you lay your eyes on this, you see how colorful it is. It just stands out. Lots of blues, lots of reds, lots of yellows. Now, this helmet, all the artwork is done by a Filipino artist by the name of Les Melendres, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. It was a collaboration, a collab. And they don't make this helmet anymore, obviously. And like I said, it's pretty rare to see them on the roads. So lots of various creatures and designs. So you got the cannonball with a little three-tailed alien thingamajiggy, a hand with feet or teeth. There's a fishy. What else stands out? It looks like a Super Mario Brother. You know those island thingies that pops out in an astronaut suit, space suit. A Metroid, I'm guessing. It looks very much like a Metroid. All right, just all kinds of different alien and a UFO. Because it's so colorful, like I said, when you're riding on the road, it's very noticeable. It's very noticeable. That's one of the reasons why I bought this. And there's a little normal-looking human character, which kind of looks like me. And there's my GoPro mount. Pin lock on the inside. So just a note, Icon helmets. This is 2XL. Icon helmets fit smaller than usual. I have a Shoei helmet, and all the Shoei helmets that I've ever had fit a lot better than these Icon helmets. These things are tight, okay? So originally, obviously, since this is a 2XL helmet, it came with a 2XL pads. So I bought a 3XL size pad, as you can see here. So one size bigger. It gives me slightly more room when putting it on and wearing it. It's still brand new, so I'm still breaking it in, but man, having a 2XL standard size inside this helmet while riding actually gives me headaches because it's way too tight on my head. So this provided a little more relief. So if you have a big head and the 3XL helmet's too big for you, which I find too, you can get the 2XL with the 3XL inner pads, which gives you some relief. Now, if you may remember, there was a quick show off of this helmet in a previous video where I had the gold visor. And like in that video, I said that gold visor has horrible reflection on the inside on sunny days. So I opted to buy a dark visor. I put the dark visor on. All right. So that's Icon Airmada Doodle. Synthwave, due to the design of the 80s and 90s aesthetic. Lots of purple, lots of neon, the geometric fractal landscape mountains and stuff. You know, all these racing lines, all these cool neon highlights. Lightning. And in the front, here's the sun, purple sun with the horizontal lines. Icon Motorsports, here's my GoPro mount, side panels. And on the back is the cassette, Synthwave. Synthwave, vaporware, outrun, same kind of aesthetic. It's a pretty cool helmet. And as you can see, the very first thing you notice about this helmet is the size of the visor. Right? So on the front, you got the little vents. And the chin bar has a big vent right there. And the sun visor on the inside. Now, I had to decide which color visor I wanted. There's a chrome red, a chrome purple, which would have totally matched this helmet, but I went with a dark visor because it looks pretty cool. They all look cool, but the dark is a little more mystique. And just like this helmet, the 2XL on this helmet is very, very tight, so I went and I got 3XL inner lining. Man, these pads are not cheap. Go figure. I mean, come on. Why do they cost so much? They're just pads. The one huge complaint I do have is this thing here, this pinkish section right here. It's hard plastic and it makes it extremely difficult to put the helmet on, especially when I had the 2XL pads inside. This thing really got in the way, whereas the Airmada is more rubberized. But this thing is hard plastic. So if you notice, I did put the GoPro mount here. The reason being is because this one has it on top. When you put the GoPro on top, it stands up to this high and it looks kind of goofy. It's like a giant antenna, it looks weird. Put on the side, this is the official GoPro helmet mount, the side front mount. It doesn't look as goofy. It still takes up a lot of space, but it's not as goofy looking as if it was on that. Now the problem though, however, is that since this is the official GoPro mount, it came with one arm this way and one arm that way. And because of how short they were, the camera actually made contact with the helmet and would sit on a slant. It would be angled downward like that. So luckily I had third-party extensions, so I added one more extension before bringing it up. Now as you can see, it sits parallel or horizontally with no angle to it. This is not a waterproof case. It has an opening here on the side, so I could put a mic if I wanted to. Now this mount also comes with a front mount, where you can put it here. But it's very, very inadvisable to put it on the chin bar mount on this, the front of the helmet. Why? Well, because of that, right? If you put it up here, the weight of the camera will push your visor down. So if you're at a stoplight and you want to lift it up to get some air in, you won't be able to, because it'll just drop right down because of the weight of the camera. And also, if you put it in the front here, and you want a mic, you'll need a wire. So usually on a chin bar camera, the wire is enough to go right in there for the mic. But because you put it here and you gotta raise your visor up like that, you'll need more slack. And what happens when you give this much slack and you bring your visor down, you're gonna have it hanging loose like that. Unless you have a retractable thing, but I don't think you're gonna have that, right? So like this helmet, it's pretty cool. Not very rare, but rare enough. I think I've seen this once on the road. I've never seen this one on the road. So that's cool. So, let me put this on. Synthwave. Can I stand up straight? No. Just hold it. How about that? There we go. Nice and snug. Pretty cool, yeah? Sweaty. There you go. Icon Airmada Doodle. Oh, see, I was reaching, because the Airflite was reaching down here for the visor. Oh, no inner visor for this one. So there you have it. My two Icon helmets. Take a breather. It's hot. Ahoy, ahoy, people. So here I am on the bike wearing my Icon Synthwave, Airflite Synthwave, sun directly behind me. Now I have a mic leading up from my phone, which is what I'm recording right now, wire going up into my helmet, and the mic sitting right about there. So hopefully it'll give you an accurate representation of the noise and all that. So let's go for a quick ride.
All right, so now I'm going to switch up to my Airmada Doodle.
What is up with this GoPro? I made some videos yesterday, but every time I hit the record button, stops recording for some reason. And it happened to me just now again. This update. GoPro is so unstable sometimes. But anyway. I'm wearing my Icon Airmada Doodle now. Let's go for a quick ride. I'll hop on the highway. And take a little street. There you go. I just filled up my bike, and today, just now, was the most amount of, or the highest cost or price. Let me start that again. That was the most I've ever paid to fill up my bike. That was $25.14 on 91 octane. I've never gone above $18, but yeesh, you know, gas prices and all that. It's nuts. I paid more for gas for this bike than I have on my car. It kind of helps that I drive a Chevy Volt, which is a plug-in hybrid electric, so, you know, I'm 98% on electric. But man, and it doesn't help that this bike is a gas guzzler too. There's a 16-liter tank on this bike. This bike has two modes to A and B. A being the sport mode and B being touring mode. So obviously A mode uses more gas because there's more power, and B touring mode saves a little gas because, you know, you're out there for a cruise. You're not speeding or nothing. But most of the time I would even want to be on B mode.
put a sticky mount on my bike there, because this shoe mount with the handlebar grip is not working too well. So bouncy. Yeah, we're just about done anyway.